All right, I'm predicting the standings of every division in the NFL right now. It is currently June 7th, 2023. I haven't thoroughly looked at each team's schedule, so we're just going to go off of clairvoyance and we're just going to go off of feel. This is the eye test. I'm just going to be ranking things based off of how I feel. So if that's not how you roll, then too bad, I guess. Go watch a different video. First, we're going to go with the NFC West. And I have to preface, I am a Niners fan. But yeah, the Niners are going to be number one in the West, obviously. I mean, that's the general consensus anyways. So I don't think my bias plays any part in this. Maybe it'll play part once I get into predicting the Super Bowl winner. But this is pretty obvious. Niners are going to be first, Seattle second, Rams third, and then Cardinals fourth. Pretty straightforward, honestly. One of the easiest divisions to predict. I would be very shocked if this goes any other way, honestly. Each of these standings, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it'll end up exactly like this. So we're going to move on. NFC North. Lions are going to be number one in the NFC North. This is going to be the year for the Lions, which is pretty exciting. I think the league wants this too. The Lions are an exciting team to watch, so that should be fun. The Packers are going to be second. I think Jordan Love is going to be pretty good. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it. I don't think the Packers will be that bad. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but they could. Vikings, they were kind of frauds last year, and they got worse, so they're going to be third. And I think they're going to lose Dalvin Cook too. Chicago is going to be last. I'm not a big Justin Fields believer at all. I think they're going to be in the running for number one overall pick again. But, there's a few other teams in the league that I think are going to be a little bit worse than the Bears. But Bears number 4 nonetheless. NFC East, this is going to be the most fucked up one that I'm doing. I could be completely fucking wrong. This is the one where I just want to feel like a genius. The Giants are going to win the NFC East. I like Daniel Jones a lot. Every year something unexpected happens, and I think this, I don't know, I feel like that could happen, so I'm just gonna do that. The Giants are gonna win the NFC East over the Eagles. The Eagles are gonna be coming second place, and this gets even more fucked up. The NFC East, the Commanders are third place. Okay, that means the Cowboys are gonna be last in the NFC East. I think this is going to be a disaster year for Dallas. Or maybe that's just me hoping that it's going to be a disaster year for Dallas. I mean, every year they're just mediocre. They look good for like a little bit of the season, and then at the end they just shit the bed. I'm hoping that this is the year that they just completely shit the bed, the entire bed, for the entire season. And Commanders, I don't know. I think Sam Howell's going to be nice. Their rookie wide receiver Dotson is really, really, really good. Hopefully Chase Young has a bit of a comeback year. Their defense is nice. Terry McLaurin, obviously. They have a pretty solid team. And I wouldn't be surprised if they are better than the Cowboys. So those are my reasonings. The Giants, again, is the most wild card pick I probably make in this entire video. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. I just fucking feel like it. So the Giants are going to win the East. NFC South, the Panthers are going to win. NFC South is a shit show. And the Panthers really bulked up this year. I think Bryce Young's going to do pretty good. Even though they're going to win the South, I think it's going to be a lot like last year. Like, they're not going to be that good. They're going to be first-round exits. So it's not really crediting them that much. Second place is going to be the Bucks. I don't think Baker Mayfield is going to be that bad, but it's not going to be great either. This is more so just ranking them second because the last two teams are really fucking awful. I'm putting the Saints at third and then the Falcons at fourth. I don't like Derek Carr. I just don't like Derek Carr. And Dennis Allen is not very smart, in my opinion. They're going to be pretty bad, but not as bad as the Falcons. The Falcons, in my opinion, are going to be the number 1 overall pick next year. Maybe, I don't know, it could be the Cardinals or the Falcons. Those are the 2 teams I got my eye on for Caleb Williams next year. Desmond Ridder, just not a good quarterback. And they just have this vibe. The Falcons, they're going to be really fucking bad, okay? Now the AFC. We're going to go with the AFC West first. Obviously, the Chiefs are going to be number 1. I don't need to explain anything for that. They might even get D-Hop after this video comes out. So, yeah, the Chargers are going to be second. I like Justin Herbert a lot. And that's basically it. I like their rookie wide receiver that they took from TCU, but I don't think they're going to be amazing. The Broncos are going to be third. Sean Payton, I'm putting them third and not fourth only because of Sean Payton, because I just can't imagine Sean Payton being last place in their division, and especially over the Raiders. You know, it just doesn't feel right, especially after the season that they had last year. The Raiders are fourth. I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm a Niners fan. I really, really like Jimmy Garoppolo. And Jimmy Garoppolo was really, really good last year before he got injured. I'm like, people shit on him so much. I am a big Jimmy Garoppolo believer. If he stays healthy next year, he's going to be an upgrade from Derek Carr. But they're just not going to be good enough to beat out the Broncos or the Chargers or the Chiefs. They're not going to be that good. They're going to be very mid, okay? AFC North. This one is a little bit, fucky too. I picked the Bengals, number 1. Obviously, no explanation needed. Number 2 is the Steelers for me. I just feel like Kenny Pickett's gonna have a good jump. They have a good wide receiving core. I don't know. I just feel like they should be better, a lot better than last year. And they damn near made the playoffs last year, right? Did they? I don't know. And it's also more so because I don't believe in the Ravens or the Browns. So the Ravens are coming in third. I really, 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 really don't believe in the Ravens, even with Lamar. Last year, every Ravens game I saw, it was just weird. They just weren't that good. And that's the only reason. I'm not pulling up statistics. I'm not pulling up any specifics. I just watched them and it was just weird. They were just not good. Every time I saw them, I lost more and more hope for them. Ravens are going to be third and the Browns are last. I don't know. It just feels right, doesn't it? Deshaun Watson, is he going to be better than last year? Maybe, but I really do think that the whole debacle that happened with him, that's going to be like a psychological thing, Like, that's a real thing that is going to affect his game, in my opinion. Like, there's no escaping that anymore. He is that guy now, His name is forever associated with what happened with the whole, So I think that's going to actually affect his play and everything. The AFC East. The Jets are going to win the AFC East. Yes, a little bit of another oddball wild card kind of pick. I think the Jets are just going to be one of those teams that people are going to look back on and say, oh, of course, the Jets got Aaron Rodgers. I feel like people are underestimating how good the Jets could be this year. They're saying Aaron Rodgers is washed. It's going to be like, oh, of course. I could be very wrong, but I really feel like that's going to happen. And a lot of their good players are very young, so they're going to develop. They're going to get even better. Sauce Gardner was a fucking rookie. He's going to get better. So I think they're going to win the East. The Bills are going to be second. No explanation really needed for that. Even if they get D-Hop, I think they'll be second behind the Jets. Miami is third, which means the England Patriots, the British Patriots are going to be fourth. I think those two are kind of interchangeable depending on Tua's health. If Tua's just healthy for the entire season, obviously they're going to be third, but it's really a concern. It's not even like I'm not, it isn't an actual concern that Tua is not going to be healthy for the whole season. Their backup is Mike White. The Patriots just suck. I'm sorry. They're just worse than the other three teams in the East, but they're done. They're just done. Okay. AFC South, last division. The Jaguars are gonna win the AFC South. Pretty easy pick. Trevor Lawrence is pretty good. I think they're gonna be better than last year, which is saying something because they made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. They put up a fight against the fucking Chiefs. I think they'll be pretty good. Like, actually good. Not like, oh, are they going to make the playoffs? Oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars made the playoffs. They're going to be like, okay, they're a little bit of a problem that you don't want to face them kind of team, which is pretty exciting. I like watching formerly bad teams do good. So, yeah, number 2 are going to be the fucking Texans, okay? This might be some bias for D'Amico Ryans because I am a Niners fan and he was the former defensive coordinator for the Niners, and I really like CJ Stroud too. I think he's going to be pretty good, and obviously they got the 3rd overall pick too, Will Anderson. It's 3 rookie pieces: rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, rookie star defensive player. So it's like, you can't really expect too much from them, but I do think they're going to be better than the fucking Titans and the Colts, okay? I don't think that's too crazy to say. So the Texans are going to be 2nd, 3rd, Titans, 4th, Colts. The Titans, not that good. They're just very mediocre. I mean, below mediocre, honestly. They're just pretty bad, but not number 1 overall pick contending type bad. So that's unfortunate for them. I think Will Levis is going to take over mid-season. They're probably going to be a little bit stubborn about Ryan Tannehill. They're going to put Will Levis in a little bit too late, and Will Levis is going to do pretty good. I think that he's going to do pretty decent, and he's going to be their future. But yeah, Titans, not that good, but not as bad as the Colts. The Colts are the Colts at this point. It's just one of those teams. You say, like the Browns are the Browns. The Colts are the fucking Colts at this point. I'm sorry, man. The Colts used to be my second team because I am a Stanford fan, and I'm a big fan of Andrew Luck. So when he went into the league, I became a number 2 Colts fan. But it's unfortunate to see how they've ended up. What's his name? Anthony Richardson is their quarterback. He turned 21 2 weeks ago as of recording this video. He turned 21 in May 22nd. He's a 2002 baby. He is my age, okay? He is my age. And it's just like, I watched him in Florida, okay? Some games, okay? I was very, very shocked to see all the hype about Anthony Richardson in the draft, as were many other people too. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm very far from an expert. I am just an eye test guy, a feeling guy, but I do think he could become good eventually. I'm not gonna just throw him off to the side forever. I think he can be good eventually. I really do. I think he can be really, really good and be the future of the Colts. But this year, even next year, even the year after that, I don't know. I think they're not going to be good. They might be like bottom 5. That's the end of the predictions. I think I'm going to use these rankings to predict the playoff standings, which means I'm going to have to at least predict the conference 1 seeds for the NFC and the AFC. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, I think. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be the end of the video. Again, this is really just all based off of feeling, so don't take this shit too seriously. I'm not an expert. I just like watching football, and I look at something and say, oh, maybe that'll happen. Oh, they're pretty good. I don't really pay attention to statistics and analytics very much. I just trust my gut, and that's what I'm about. So that's the end of the video. Goodbye.